This community update was brought to you by U Radio. As part of its initiative to improve healthcare for Manitobans, the Health Sciences Centre, HSC, has added its first surgical robot. This multi-million-dollar Da Vinci Xi surgical robot will have a snowball effect for the province, says Dr. Edward Bichelle, a surgeon and the site lead for surgery at HSC. He says one of the most significant impacts will be on the patient level.
I used to work at the Mayo Clinic, and the sign over top of each door said the only interest to consider is the interest of the patient. So that's what this does. It's highly accurate, precise care through minimally invasive incisions. It allows us to resect tumors that potentially might not have been resectable. So it can give life back to a person who was not offered that before.
Dr. Gili Akhtar Dinesh, a thoracic surgeon at HSC, describes the Da Vinci Xi's advantages as considerable.
The important distinction with minimally invasive surgery is that we take operations that are traditionally done through big incisions and make multiple small incisions. They're usually about 10 to 15 millimeters, and use specialized equipment through those small incisions to perform the operations.
Other minimally invasive equipment is inflexible, explains Dr. Akhtar Dinesh. It can only move in 1 or 2 dimensions. However, the new surgical robot's instruments are wristed, mimicking the movements of the human wrist, and rotate 360 degrees, allowing for delicate operations.
From my perspective, is a game changer, at least for thoracic surgery. There are many operations that we have been able to do since starting our robotic program, which we would not have attempted to do through the traditional minimally invasive techniques, and also operations that would have been even difficult to do through open surgery.
Another advantage of the Da Vinci Xi is the camera. The image processors allow everyone at the bedside or in the rest of the room to see. The viewer on the surgeon console provides a significantly better view and gives the surgeon a 3D image of what is happening in the operation.
The robot, simply said, is an extension of the surgeon's eyes and hands. It is a series of mechanical or robotic arms and equipment that go into the patient through small incisions in their body.
Smaller incisions mean a quicker recovery for patients. A quicker recovery means less time in the hospital. Dr. Bichelle says this means people who are on disability leave can return to work faster. Less time in hospital beds means a reduction in bottlenecking of emergency rooms and surgery.
Hospital beds are expensive. We don't have the staff to staff them. We don't have the place to build new beds. So we need to utilize our bed base very effectively. This robot it decreases the utilization of those beds dramatically. We can pull out of the emergency room quicker. That decreases the workload on the emergency room. That decreases the wait time in the emergency room. We can also now bring more patients into the hospital off our surgical wait lists. So that directly helps secondary patients.
The robot also improves the recruitment and retention of trained surgeons. Dr. Bichelle explains they were able to recruit Dr. Akhtar Dinesh, who joined the team right after her fellowship, because of the implementation of this technology.
We get to keep our kids, our neighbors, our relatives in our province so that the best that we have here don't go to Ontario or BC because we have the best equipment.
The robot, which has been funded by the HSC Foundation's Operation Excellence campaign in partnership with the province of Manitoba, has already performed around 100 surgeries and is used 5 days a week. Dr. Bichelle says he is pleased with how the technology has impacted the hospital so far and how it will continue to benefit HSC's various departments, from urology, gynecology, oncology, and expansions into general surgery. You're listening to U Radio, where diverse voices connect. Stay tuned for more stories and insights that matter. With U Multicultural and the Local Journalism Initiative, I'm Ryan Funk.